Hello everyone, we are Group 3. Our topic is how technological innovation shapes comparative advantage and income distribution. Today I will give a quick introduction to our report. We start with the idea of comparative advantage. It means countries benefit from trade by focusing on what they do best, even if they are not the most efficient overall. In the past, this was about resources or cheap labor, but now technology is becoming the new key. Things like AI, automation, and digital tools have changed how countries compete. Developed countries lead with strong research and education. Developing countries are catching up by using new technology, but they often face limits like weaker institutions or less funding. At the same time, technology affects income inequality. In rich countries, high-skilled workers gain more, while others fall behind. In poorer countries, technology jobs are often only in cities or for the well-educated, so many people miss out. So our main question is, how does technology-based advantage change income distribution in different countries? We'll explore this through theory, real examples, and the role of education and policy in reducing the gap. Let's move on to the next part.
Let me start with a theory of comparative advantage. 1. Theory of comparative advantage. The Ricardo model argues that a country's comparative advantage comes from its technological efficiency. Developed countries with stronger innovation often specialize in high-value added industry and strengthen their global position. Meanwhile, developing countries without such capabilities may stay reliant on low-tech sectors, reinforcing income inequality. The Hampshire-only model focuses on a country's estimate of production factors like labor, capital, and technological progress enrich their factors, especially human and technological capital, reshaping comparative advantage over time. 2. Scale-based technological change. This concept highlights that new technologies tend to favor high-skilled workers, increasing their productivity while replacing low-skilled labor. In developed countries, where high-skilled labor is abundant, this widens the income gap. In developing countries, without strong education and training systems, the shortage of skilled workers means technology can further exacerbate inequality and limit inclusive growth. 3. Stopper-Samuelson theorem. Finally, the Stopper-Samuelson theorem with the HO framework explains how trade and innovation affect income distribution. Trade increases returns to a country's abundant factors, but decreases returns to its scarce ones. In developed countries, high-skilled labor benefit most, but in developing nations, while trade may initially help low-skilled workers, technological change like automation or foreign direct investment can reduce demand for them, leading to unemployment and income loss. In summary, all three theories show how technology and comparative advantage are deeply linked. While innovation can drive growth, it also causes structural changes and rising inequality, especially if countries cannot adapt their workforce accordingly. Thank you.
Okay, let's now look at case comparison developed versus developing countries. Technological innovation shape income distribution differently depending on national structures. In developed countries, such as the US, high R&D drives tech leadership. Skilled worker benefits the most, while middle and low-skill jobs decline. This leads to job polarization and widening income gaps. In developing countries like China and India, growth is driven by digital platforms or IT outsourcing. However, rural-urban inequality and education access gaps limit broader inclusion. Many remain in informal employment or lack digital tools. In short, innovation can both empower and exclude, depending on how inclusive national policies are. And our insight is different innovation paths require smart, inclusive policies. Thank you.
Okay, hello everyone. I'd like to talk about how technological innovation affects the income distribution. While technology boosts productivity and growth, it often increases the inequality. First, technology favors skilled workers. In developed countries, skilled workers more as they benefit from better access to education and digital tools. In contrast, unskilled workers, especially in developing countries, may lose jobs or see their digits stagnate. Second, when technology is distributed in urban areas or specific districts, it deepens inequality. Rural areas and traditional sectors get left behind. However, if technology is shared more widely through education, infrastructure, and policies, it can help reduce income gaps. Third, technology impacts different groups unevenly. Urban workers benefit more than rural ones. Women often face barriers in tech-related jobs, and people without higher education struggle to access new job opportunities. Finally, digital platforms create a winner-takes-all in fact, a few companies or individuals capture most of the profits while small businesses and informal workers are left behind. Inclusion to reduce inequality, we need better education, infrastructure, and inclusive policies. We must ensure innovation workers for everyone, not just a few.
Policy implications concluding first, investing in education and digital skills is critical. In a world where technology changes rapidly, people need to be equipped not just with knowledge, but with the ability to adapt, create, and innovate. This is especially important for young people, women, and those in underserved communities. Second, we must support inclusive innovation. That means creating an environment where startups, small businesses, and individuals with great ideas, regardless of their background, can access funding, mentorship, and global markets. Finally, we must recognize that tech-derived trade brings both opportunity and inequality. The digital economy has support to connect us like never before, but it also risks leaving some behind. That's why we need smart, inclusive policies that protect workers, encourage fair competition, and ensure digital infrastructure reaches everyone. In short, if we want a future that works for all, we must act now with fairness, front, and inclusive, and at the core of all design.